changed the sound setting. I hope this time I could hear myself. Well, mm, I gotta do a few clicks before I move on to next. Okay. Wait. I saw something interesting, potentially interesting, on Twitter, of course. Of course, it's gone. I'm not gonna search it. No. I only post on Twitter, I don't do any other shit. So, I really hope that sound is under control. Last time I spoke about many things about psychology, about trading plans, about things outside of trading, about my subscription to Vanossa, about rejection by my ex-boss daughter, and about divorce in September, about dream where I had meeting with the death, so personification of death, trading plans, no consistency in trading, in checking the charts, break-even trader, many things outside influencing my life. Slow eating. Okay, so I incorporate slow eating today. I was eating very slow. Normally I need, let's say, like 15 minutes to eat the dinner, and I did it for over 2 hours today. And after that, I only ate fruits. And I also try to drink water slowly. And I think this is also a game changer. I entered yesterday USD CAD, GBP, CHF, and also GBP USD at the end. I also mentioned Hatha Yoga and Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People. I think that I have to buy social insurance because I almost destroyed someone's phone when I was when we were standing in a train, and like basically it was my fault, but the guy catched his phone before it touched the ground, so it could be really productive day. Besides one like bad news, which was my position in GBP USD got stopped out, and I'm gonna talk about that just in a moment. But today is Wednesday. Tomorrow there's going to be Thursday. Australia, mainland China, Germany, USA, non-farm payrolls, unemployment rate, non-farm payrolls, very important news, and balance of trade in Germany. Okay, so this is going to be like this is going to be oh, it can be so they are forecasting recession, but the actual status even increasing balance state of Germany, balance of trade in Germany. So it could be, but like right now they're forecasting 17 billion. It's probable that we're gonna have a recession sign. Okay, this is GBP USD. Yesterday I was talking a lot to a muted microphone, almost muted microphone, about many stuff that is around my trading psychology, how I feel sometimes, how does trading influence my emotions? Is it triggering me or not? But I think it's not triggering me that much, because after all, this is just a game. It's more like because of the total damage of my psyche. This is when I feel like everything doesn't have sense and I cannot influence that. And it's cyclical. And I know not many people struggle with that, so technically it makes me a psycho. Even I don't care. Oh, I decided to enter short, and I saw that people on the Brutus forum, they are doing just the opposite or perhaps not they, perhaps Brutus himself, is doing the opposite. He's entering a long end. Considering that this fib had 61.8 reaction, if measured from there, then okay, this might be even a good setup. But in my opinion, it should be measured from there. Perhaps I'm just playing smart. Because this is not a good structure. Like, no matter how do you look at this is not a good structure. Let's just narrow the vision. Right there. And if we narrow the vision just there, you see a 50 fib, a price action that struggled to break much higher above the previous highs, and then it dropped almost to the previous lows, and right now it struggles to break high. So I take the side of bears on this trade. 29.2. Well, I was too greedy with my stop loss. As you can see, there was a stop loss hunt. Stop loss hunt. And a quite good or quite big rejection to the downside. So after I saw that candle, well, on a 4-hour it doesn't look that good, but I saw that rejection on 1 hour and I decided it's a good place, it's a good time to enter, and only time will tell if that's true or not. What else? So GBP USD, it's still in play, although I remember something specific about this position. Yesterday I was considering, should I increase the lot size or should I increase the pip range? And I decided to increase the lot size instead of increasing pip range on my stop loss. So the more secure approach would keep me from experiencing losses, and I, as always, took more dangerous approach, more risky approach, and still re-entered in the same direction. So the mistake was not to increase the pip range. USD CAD. USD CAD. Is this still in play? Okay, this is in play, and this is this looks good. So what was the story behind that one? I took a fib retracement, and no, I was looking for a clear sign for a continuation of a uptrend, but I couldn't find it. Only this candle was engulfing that strong rejection or reaction to 29.2. I'm gonna probably do a presentation about 29.2 and about the type of fib retracements, and I'm gonna record a video about that. And it's not going to be a live stream, it's going to be just a video. But perhaps it's going to be a live stream because I don't have to save the stuff on my PC. I can go straight to the server of YouTube. So, is it possible that this is going to continue? In my opinion, yes. We might see even drop below 61.8. But this trade is already going on for 2 weeks. Oh, there is already the measurement on the top. GBP USD, USD, CHD, GBP CHF. So the history behind GBP CHF is not as lucky or clear or convincing like in a USD CAD. But I almost saw a closure of a position over there. And instead market is doing the same stuff. It's behaving in a choppy kind of way. And you know, if I had more time, I would gladly enjoy videos that Brutus records, but because of what I do on a daily basis and because of how little time I have, I prefer to simply look at the charts by myself because I believe this is the way how you learn quicker, better, deeper. But of course, like it's always, the market is always live. And you cannot learn everything like 100%. And observing someone who does it better or makes a living out of trading it's always good investition. So it's quite probable this is going to be stopped out. So let's quickly scan the markets together. Bitcoin. that's probably going to happen very early in the morning, and then if we get some weird behavior like over there, then perhaps it might be even the right place to keep longing it. But it's 10% increase. In 1 week. It's 10% increase in 1 week. And the markets are not going up only. UK oil, US oil. In my opinion, it might keep dropping. Is right now the good place to enter short? Don't know. There's no structure for me to enter short. Unfortunately. No structure. German 40. What is it? It's all-time high. And it's FIB 50. Or it's FIB 61.8. Too many unknowns. Now this is looks similar to gold right now, don't you think? GBP USD on a 4 hour. I kind of get it why they might long it after, this huge candles, but look at this candle. It might go both ways in my opinion. Okay, let's quickly scan the markets. I feel hungry. I have eaten orange, but it did not satisfy my stomach. Gonna need to eat something more. GJ, no. GBP NZD structurally, for me it's a no. Oh, what is it? Let's quickly analyze the trend. So after this retracement, which was 61.8, there was a continuation of a downtrend, and then a retracement above 61.8, which was the sign of a weakening downtrend, and so it manifested itself. And right now, the trend might be even reversing. Might be, doesn't have to. On a bigger scale, which is always worth to keep an eye on, there's a disrespected 61.8, which is a clear sign that we're gonna keep falling. So I might even enter GBP NZD just because of that, just because of this price action. I'm gonna check right now. GBP NZD. doesn't always work. They disrespected 61.8. Price action struggling to break above the previous high, but somehow still pushing outside. Pushing above. What to do? $61. Trading is not easy. Structure is too choppy. GBP AUD. Look how perfect was this setup. 61.8. Very strong. Engulfing candle and then even a fib, small micro fib confirmation. But right now it's not that obvious. The only thing that's obvious nothing is obvious. And my imagination is playing tricks on me. Brutus says avoid trading JPY. USD CHF. AUD USD. Look, basically I was right about direction, but too greedy about stop loss based on a structure. So 1 to 1. No, it would be negative trade. USD AUD. It requires so much concentration to analyze those charts. And there's always need to analyze them over and over. Because every day there's a new piece of information. trend line until it breaks the trend line. So the trend line is broken now. But to basically say something, basically say something. Basically say something about price action. Oh, EuroCAD. EuroCAD gives early signs of weakness. It's possible that this might be a good short. Euro GBP. Have I entered that trade? Not yet. What was it? It was GBP and ZD. Euro and ZD. There's a fly in my room. Next time, if my voice is too silent, I'm gonna increase the volume to 130%, but I doubt it's going to be that bad this time because I increased the volume to 115% and also on a microphone 100. Euro and ZD, this is also, in my opinion, might be good short. Doesn't have to be. GBP and ZD. Euro and ZD. So if I had to choose Euro and ZD and GBP and ZD, then I would choose possibly, probably Euro, because Euro is going to probably be stronger. For €1, you're gonna get more NZD. So if that's the case, this chart is keep going to retrace towards 61.8, then this trade is not a good trade. GBP NZD on the other hand, GBP NZD just had a 61.8. It wasn't very clean one. So it has potential to reverse from that point. That's why I think it might be more appropriate to enter GBP NZD short than Euro NZD short. Euro AUD. Looks good. Euro AUD. Okay, I'm gonna enter. My brain is not braining. I'm gonna enter GBP NZD short. Yes. And that's it. Was it short? Yes. That's it. So next time, if there are not going to be any new interesting positions, I'm gonna just quickly next time just scan the markets quickly. There's nothing. If there's nothing new, then do the presentation about fibs and strategy. So, thank you for watching again, once again. I hope the voice is a lot better right now, the sound of the voice, the volume of the voice. And never lose hope. We're gonna win. doesn't matter. At the end of the day, only thing what counts is that I'm gonna be able to date Vanessa Sierra someday. Yeah, I believe that. I'm just a little tiny guy who's trying to climb high, not get burned out too much doing that. So thank you for watching again, and I'm gonna keep myself accountable. Of course, I'm gonna. When I'm doing this kind of journal, when I do this journal in front of the monitor, then it's not, as relaxing as it is when there's no monitor. Of course, I can do this without monitor, but after I did this in front of monitor and on camera, I just don't have motivation to do it.